Hello children, welcome to your SST class. Today we are going to learn lesson number 1, Parallels and Meridians. In this part we will learn about the properties of parallels. We know that globe is a small model of the earth and map is the representation of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface. We use them to find different places on the earth's surface. When we look at the globe, we see several countries and places marked on it. But it is not easy to locate a place without any fixed point, or you can say any reference point. To find a place on a globe or a map, we use a system of imaginary lines known as latitudes and longitudes. The lines that run in the east-west direction are called parallels of latitudes, and lines that run in the north-south direction are called the meridians of longitudes. The point on the north where they join is called the North Pole, and their joining point on the south is called the South Pole. Therefore, North Pole and South Pole are two known fixed points on the Earth's surface, which help in forming the system of finding different places on the Earth. Now, what are the important properties of parallels of latitude? The parallels of latitude are the boundary lines of imaginary circles that drawn around the Earth. Look at the globe. Can you see some lines that run in east-west direction? The circles that run from east to west are called the parallels of latitudes. Yes, these parallels of latitudes run in the east-west direction. The latitudes are parallel to each other and therefore they never meet. These parallels of latitudes have been named so because they are parallel to each other. Parallel means they never meet and the distance between them remains the same always. You know which is the longest latitude? Equator is the longest latitude. And the equator divides the earth into two hemispheres, northern and southern hemisphere. Equator is the imaginary line drawn in the middle of the earth and lies halfway between the two poles. So equator is the longest parallel as the other parallels lie to the north and south of the equator and become shorter as we move away from equator. All the parallels are full circles except the North Pole and South Pole as they just look like dots. Here are some of the important properties of latitudes in this diagram which we have discussed just now. Parallels of latitudes are numbered and labeled in degrees. Parallels like the equator is at 0 degree and the other parallels are marked from 0 degree to 90 degree. The letter N or S is also added after the number because this letter N and S tells us if the parallel is in the northern or the southern hemisphere. The North Pole is written as 90 degree north and the South Pole is written as 90 degree south. Here in this diagram you can see some of the important parallels of latitudes. As you have already know about the equator 0 degree, North Pole 90 degree N and South Pole 90 degree S, there are 4 other important parallels. 2 of them, that is Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle, lie between the equator and the North Pole, whereas Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle lie between the equator and South Pole. Students, we have learnt about the parallels of latitudes today. In our next class, we will discuss meridians of longitudes.